Shanique. How you doing, darling? Can you hear me? I was buffering, so I had to switch from my phone to my iPad. How you doing today? How you doing today? No, this just an uplifting Friday. Trying to uplift each other. You can't complain. That's good. Yeah, this is our uplifting Friday. Trying to uplift some folks and encourage people because I have quite a few new people. And I watch their videos and I see sometimes people start to get discouraged. Just want to see if we can uplift each other and encourage each other. I know you teaching the kids, so I appreciate you coming in. I know you have to homeschool them. And how's their homeschooling coming? I hope it's coming along fine. Yes, I had what motivated this topic today. It's gonna probably switch. You know how I am. I talked to a couple of my friends from afar that I talk to personally sometime here in YouTube. Hi, Abby. How you doing? I was on earlier, but I was buffering. Jewel in the kitchen was here, and I started buffering. So I hope you can hear me. This is our uplifting Friday. And I was telling Shanique, she homeschooled before she had to leave, that I was talking to a couple of my friends that here in YouTube that been here for years, and that why they said their channel is not active. I talked to them a lot. Oh, they need help. Oh, really? With a certain topic, a certain subject. You know, when you're on YouTube, any social media platform, and you're trying to, a lot of people trying to get monetized, it's so easy to get discouraged. And I know what it was like. We all start out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, 500, whatever. And so you get discouraged. They both got accepted in the special education. Oh, really? Yeah, I had a foster daughter. All my foster children used to have to be in a special ed program. No, I'm trying to, my phone was buffering. Let me show my phone. It was buffering. I'm going to have to turn my phone off because it's just going crazy. I can't get to turn to a new phone. Do you see it again? See it anywhere else, Abby? Go to the one with me with this blue top on and this hair. I'm trying to turn my phone off, see if that helps. I was buffering on my phone, and I switched from my phone to my iPad. You have 2 children with special needs. Okay. Okay, Abby, do you see we should be just on one now? This particular one. Shanique, that. Okay. Okay, great. So the special needs are just, I don't want to get in your business. My special needs for my foster children were ADHD and ADD. So that was their diagnosis, why they needed, we call them support classes. You know, all kind of stuff on my neck. I don't know what that is. These cameras should show you up, girl. These cameras need to show you up in the light and show you. I don't mind being dark, but look at them dark. Come a little closer. Okay. Like I'm shining. You know how we shine. But anyway, you know, I was telling her, Abby, that a couple of my friends from afar, we talk sometimes, and a couple of my friends was telling me why their channel is not active anymore. They said they just lost interest. They're doing pretty good. I know they had over 3K and 4K and lost interest. And I think life gets in the way sometime, and family gets in the way. Not get in the way, but these things are first priority. Our children, our family, our husbands, our jobs. Hi, Sister D. Listen while at word. Sister D, do you know my friends? She's some of my, well, not of my new friend. Sister D, I think Sister D is a nurse. And we've been following each other for years. And Sister D, we're trying to, I do these uplifting Fridays, try to help motivate some of my new people. And I was telling them a couple of people that we know they have my phone number and we talk and email. And it's about six of them was shared with me why they lost interest on YouTube. And it was interesting. A lot of them say lack of motivation, and just life in general. And a couple of them have started a smaller channel. Sister D, do you remember Mama 4? Mama 4, right. I think you do know her. And we stay in contact. And she was sharing with me that her channel is not as active. She's not active anymore. She started another small channel. And so I was just curious about that reasoning. And one lady told me, a friend of mine told me, lack of motivation. I mean, they were doing good. And I think a couple of them had started to be monetized, but they just lost interest. And I was saying life sometimes gets in the way. It's just nature. That's the nature. So we have to really encourage each other. Sometimes we have fun. Dee had a live stream the other day, and it was a lot of fun. And when I do the live streams in the evening time, it may be similar to what Sister D had the other day. But on Fridays, I try to take this time to catch up on people's videos and say hi, see what's going on, and just to uplift people. That's what I do for a living. So I have to stay true to me. There are a lot of people out here hurting, need to be encouraged and inspired and uplifted, because there's so much going on in the world, guys. It is so much going on in this crazy world that we live in. It really is. And so I just really want to just take this opportunity to just help. That's right. That's the key, to uplift each other, D. That's right. And to have a good time. Because I'm telling you guys, you don't get stuck. Please just don't, the new people don't get stuck and just totally being monetized, because that's okay. But I'm telling you, I know people that were big YouTubers here, and for some reason, the channel got shut down or whatever. So you need to be mindful of what you do here. You have to be mindful. And a couple of people told me that lack of motivation, life, and that they just got tired of all the rules and regulations. I get that. Some people said just too much. The changes here just too much. I still enjoy it. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm telling you, it is so easy to get discouraged, Abby. Okay, I will. Weather's terrible here, and that's where it goes. But I'm telling you guys, you got to uplift each other. And one of my friends told me that YouTube changes too much. That's why they got off of it. They still have their channel, and they're big time, but they just lost interest. They're not motivated. And in these times with COVID, it is so easy, guys, to get down. It is so easy if you allow yourself to get down. You can get down real quickly if you stay there. If you stay there and think about it too much, you will get discouraged. It's just like anything in life. That's right, Sister D. That's right, D. You got to take a break. I take a break in a minute, because I believe in taking care of my mental status, and I'm going to take care of me. And you got to take care of your physical status. She know what I'm talking about. And you got to take care of your mental status. So you got to take care. Right. You got to take care. You got to take care of yourself and encourage each other. So it's a lot been going on with my friends from afar. Sister D, do you remember Phone Jones? Phone Jones, she posted something on Instagram the other day. Her husband, SG, he had a fitness channel. She said he had a stroke and bleeding on the brain. And so she posted that on Instagram. I don't know if you remember her. Yeah, that's at 1 p.m., Abby. Okay, we'll check you out. I may be out and about, but I still can check you out on my phone. Yes, SG. Okay, can set right. I have you notified. I hit the bell on all my people I support. But Abby, you were yes. She was on Instagram. She said her husband gave permission to share that with people that he had a stroke and bleeding on the brain. But she said he's trying to come back, and she's being positive. So you just don't know. This man had you buffering. I'm buffering again. Okay, this man had a fitness channel. Yeah, I keep buffering. I don't know why I keep buffering. It's the weather here, guys. And I don't like this light in here. Maybe like I don't know. But anyway, I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to still stay here a few minutes and hope some of my other people come in. But yeah, so we need to encourage each other. You just don't ever know. You just don't ever know. You have to just remember each other. Right? It's the BK host. Abby, yeah, I checked you the other day. Abby's just like me. I do my exercise. I do a 3K. Hi, Felicia Way. How you doing, Felita? Do y'all know her? Felita's Way. She does live streams too. Felita, I want you to say hello to an old friend of mine. Thank you, D. Sister D. Go say hello to an old friend of mine, D. D is at work. She's listening. She's very supportive. She's very positive. She like to have fun on her streams like I do. When I have my streams at night, sometimes we just get us those, drink wine, get a glass of wine, and just chill. We're doing great. We're just talking about staying motivated and don't lose sight of why you're here. Don't lose sight of why you're here, guys. You will have much more fun. I'm telling you. Will you just go on and just upload? Or what would you think about look like? Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Abby. And I found out too that you'll last a lot longer, D, if you do what you like to do. And I like to do live streams in the morning because I'm a morning person. So I take advantage of my Fridays and call it Uplifting Fridays so I can uplift people that support me. If it's just one person that you can make a difference in their day, it was worth it. Some people feel because they don't have 1,000 people in the live stream or 50 people, you may have more people in the live stream in the evening time than you would in the day because people are homeschooling, the kids in school, they're at work. And so most of the people you're going to get in a live stream during this time of day were people that don't work. And I get that. Right. So, but a lot of people, they say that discourage them because they don't have 20 people. I've had live streams, I've had 20 people, 30 people, or 25 people, or one person. It's still worth it. Because you know me, my goal is to inspire, motivate, encourage, and have fun. So that's what we're going to remember. Just have fun and just do what you like to do. And I don't know about you, a lot of times, sometimes I won't get on here because I'm having a bad hair day, or what we call it. Right, sis, I stay on the positive side of you too. Then always remember what God is for you. Right, it is for you. As long as you're having someone. That's right, Shanique. As long as you're having someone. Yes, inspire, motivate, and have fun. And encourage each other because Shanique homeschool, and I'm telling you guys, if you homeschool, I've been a homemaker, had kids at home. That's a challenge. It's very rewarding, but it takes a lot of energy. I feel. And if somebody took time out to come say hey to my house, I thank you. Yeah, Shanique homeschool her kids. I'm telling you, I used to have a home daycare and I've had foster kids in my home. They had with special needs and they had psychiatrists, they had psychologists, they had special ed, they had a lot of resources, support on the outside. Then they had me because I was not just a regular foster mother, I'm a therapeutic foster mother, meaning I don't take regular kids. Most of the kids I take have special needs or things of that nature. That's right, Shanique. You have to pray, ask God to help you through it, guys. I'm telling you. But there's nothing more rewarding to me than being a mother. That to me is my greatest accomplishment, being a mother. But you mothers have to take care of yourself now. You really have to take care of yourself. You really have to take care of yourself, Shanique. You know, you got to make time for yourself. You have to balance it. You have to balance it. You really have to balance it, guys. Because these days and time, people's hearts and minds are failing them. Because they're looking at all the stuff that's going on in the world. Looking at all the stuff that's going on in the world. It's a lot of mess going on. So we have to really stay on top of our mental state and our emotional state and our spiritual side. You got to take care. You have to spend time with your God. And a lot of people say, well, I don't really want to talk about. Yes, yes. And I was telling people, Shanique, a lot of times you lose people. The longer you're on here, you may lose some folks because you may have people that don't believe in God following you. And once you start talking about God, you may lose them. But I always said, so be it. So be it. Like Abby just said, what's for you is for you. I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a firm believer. And it's hard getting up every day going these jobs. I don't have to get up every day going to no job. I got my own job. But when I did have to get up and work in corporate America, it was hard to get up every morning, fight the traffic, then get there and deal with some crazy folks at work. Because believe it or not, you spend more time with people at work than do your whole family. So you got to learn how to deal with these folks, guys. You have to learn how to deal with these people. Like I said, if you stay true to you and have a good time, repetition is the key. Because I have a lot of new people that follow me that 200, 300, 400, 500. But that's why I always thank you. When you start getting, yes, when you start getting over 3, 4K, it's hard to just go back and say hello to everybody. But I try my best to take time out. Hi, Just May. How you doing, darling? How you doing? So good to see you. We're just talking about inspiring. Yes, yes. And we're talking about me, about my kids. I'm buffering. Come on back now. I'm buffering my kids with special needs. Oh, okay. Yes, my kids with special needs, emotional disturbed, ADD, ADHD, autism spectrum, and all that. So that's what my kids were. But they had a lot of support, even in the classroom, and they had the psychologists, they had the therapists, they had me, which is my background dealing with children with disabilities and adults with disabilities. So when you have that challenge before you, you have to take care of yourself. You have to balance it, guys. You have to balance it. You have to balance it. And many times talking about, because she's an advocate, I'm an advocate. So I've done a lot of things, accomplishments and bragging. I don't like to brag, but I'm just saying that what some of my experience led me. So I don't know anything but to take this opportunity on Fridays to uplift and motivate. Because it's some of the people hurting. People are hurting in their marriages. And that's what I do too. I help people get stuck in their marriage, offer some training to couples. People are hurting, guys. People are hurting. Oh, that's right. I know D is a nurse. That's right, D. You know, when people have a disability, they need voices. They have to have voices. And I'm a voice for those that have disabilities and deficits, learning deficits, or physical deficits. We have to support each other, guys. And you have to call people. I'm a firm believer in checking in with people. I check in people with people more than check in on me. Sometimes I used to get resentful of that. And then the Lord reminded me, I used to always say, Lord, it's like I'm always a rock for people. I'm always a rock. I'm always there for everybody. That's right. I used to always say, May, like I was being the rock of my family or and everything. And I used to always, one day I was getting very discouraged. It seemed like I don't have anybody that checks on me as much as I check on people. And I was having a pity party. I'm telling the truth. And the Lord said to me, the still small voice said, I'm your rock. So from that time on, I never felt sorry for myself as opposed to always being there for people. Because that's my gift. I know that's my gift. And we all have to know what our spiritual gifts are. And I believe in taking care of your physical, your mental, and your physical and your spiritual side. And sometimes people get when you say spiritual, they start thinking, oh, you're doing the seances and you're reading cards. No, no, no. I'm talking about nothing to do with your denomination, but staying connected spiritually with your Creator, and talking to Him and being in tune with Him, and let Him speak to you. Let the Holy Spirit speak to you. Because sometimes we have to learn. I had to learn, when you pray, you have to be quiet sometimes. Because God may want to reveal something or speak to your intellect. So that's what I mean by staying spiritual and staying in tune and realizing there is something or someone, a greater entity than yourself. So I think if you stay in tune with who you are, be more self-aware, your life will be less dramatic. You'll be more at peace. You have a peace that passes all understanding. And what that means is, that means that a lot of times you can go through things, and even though they can be devastating, overwhelming, when you have that peace that passes all understanding, you'll be calm in the midst of all that turmoil. That's what that means, that peace is past all understanding. Because from the outside, people don't have that understanding. They realize, they're saying, oh, what's going on? I can't go through this. So, right, keep him in the center, and that'll keep you centered. And I'm not saying I'm not human. It's normal for humans to kind of like worry for a minute, but this rule of thumb: allow yourself a few minutes to have a pity party. Allow yourself a few minutes to worry about something, thinking about it, but not to the fact it's just taking you out of here. Because troubles and trials will take you out of here, guys. They'll either make you stronger or they're going to break you. So that's why I look at things. I talk to me. Now, people understand that you do have to talk to yourself. I talk to Phyllis, and when I face a problem that's bigger than me, May, and Abby and Shanique, I say this. I said, Lord, this is too big for me. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm giving it to you. Now, when I do that, and I make that declaration, that does not mean I come back and think of it again. But I'm aware of what I'm doing. It's about being aware. Right. Nothing right. That's right. And I would tell myself that too, Shanique. I said, this too shall pass. It's going to be behind me. And that is what helps me to get through it. And somebody said, what's the benefit of having God? Well, when you have God, you still have trials. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The word says, man is born unto trouble as the sparks that fly upward. We're going to have some problems, guys. Yes, that's right. Then you talk to yourself. Who is the best person to tell me about me, guys, other than God? Me. So I'm the best person to tell me about me. I'm the best person to tell me about me. And I talk to me. And after a while, Phyllis gets it. Phyllis gets it. I get it. Phyllis gets it. So when you get to that point, you know, life is so much better. It is so much better. Talk to yourself. You are your best cheerleader. God is your number one cheerleader, believe it or not. Remember that scientist saying that God is my co-pilot? He is my pilot. He's not my co-pilot. I'm the co-pilot. God is my pilot. I don't know what to do without him. I don't know what to do without him. And so when I'm going through my daily routine, I have this thing. Somebody gave this to me last Christmas. It's called I Trust in Jesus. This is an awesome devotional, guys. It is a morning, evening devotional. As a text for in the morning, there's a text at night. I love this little book, guys. It's one for every day. I'm 4 or 5 days behind, but I'm going to catch up. It is good. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Dee, my darling, my sister. You have a great day. She's at work, but she listens. I do the same thing. I let people know that I'm not at the house, but I'm listening. So that's what it's all about. So don't get discouraged. You don't have 2-3 people in your live stream. I do more live streams, I think, over the period because a lot of times I don't have time for no editing. And that's okay. A lot of people feel, oh, I just know how to edit. I need to know how to edit. You edit. If you know how to edit, that's fine. I know how to do edit a little bit, but I just don't have time. I'm gonna stay true to me. I like doing some hauls and some videos once in a while, but my thing is to do live streaming. I like to hear what you guys have to say. I really do. I really like your comments. I like to see where you're coming from, what you're thinking, what you need me to pray about for you. And you can always say, I pray for you all. I really do. I don't have to know exactly what you need because God knows what you need. I just ask God to be with you each and every day and to lead and guide you. Hi, Charlene. There's Charlene. Charlene, I think you missed one of my other friends. So go check her out. She was in the stream. She's a nurse. She's at work. Her name is Sister D. So she's in the live stream. I want you to go check her out and tell her that I sent you. And she's very supportive. Sister D and May was in here. Check May out. We've been following each other for a while. So Charlene, what's up? How you doing today? What's your state of mind? Are you going through anything particularly that we can remember you in prayer? We always would you all believe I have what's my landline going on, which I never use. I never use this phone. It rings. I think I called my husband more. I'm sorry. Who was that? Said something. I called my husband. You feeling so blessed? Praise God. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank God for that. I'm feeling blessed too. That's why I have to take time on Fridays to just uplift and motivate. We can encourage each other. So I want you to go and pray for a friend of mine. Her name is Phone Jones. She has a channel. She posted something on Instagram with her husband's permission. Her husband had a stroke and bleeding on the brain, and he's coming through slowly. He has a sense of humor. So remember her in prayer. Her name is Phone Jones. That's right. That's right, Shanique. I did a video years ago. Grateful. We're still here, guys. We are still here. We're on this side, not the other side. We're not on the other side. We're not 6 feet under. We are here. We have, we take so much for granted. So much for granted. We're able to hear, to see. And there's a couple of people I follow here and YouTube and in life that they have sisters that in their 50s been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Yes. Hairdresser I know, she has a girlfriend in her early 50s diagnosed with Alzheimer's, guys. Can you imagine in your 50s and being diagnosed with Alzheimer's? I know because I have a client that has Alzheimer's, and there's no joker. She's not that old either. So we can think, we can hear, we can see. Those of you that can really smell 100%, you can smell. So thank God for the little things. These are little things. These are big things. So like she said, Shirley said, attitude of gratitude, being grateful. I did a video about that once before, I think, years ago, a lot of videos. But I think I did one for the spirit of attitude of gratitude, being thankful, guys. I don't know how I'm buffering. That's right. I really pay attention to my health. I really do pay attention to my health, Charlene. I try to eat right, exercise, and do everything I can on my part to help me. Because our bodies are the temple of God. We have to take care of our bodies. We have to take care of our bodies. So I stopped complaining about money when I was having my children. Right. I mean, I'm going to keep it real. And I was talking earlier, Charlene, about some of my friends that have very large channels that are not active. That's right, May. That is very important. And I was telling my husband that try not to eat like have meat every morning. I was telling him, giving some suggestions, some things. So this morning I had made some bran muffins. Yesterday I used olive oil and plant-based butter. And they're very good. So I had that and a cup of coffee and what eat my boiled egg and a boiled egg. And I had coffee one time this week, and I'm learning not to have my coffee so sweet. I do a 3K or 1K every other day, and I drink a lot of water, and I drink a lot of stuff with fiber and fruits, and I take my omegas, I take my fish oil, I take my vitamin D, I take my elderberry, I take my vitamin C, and I take a multivitamin. I'm gonna try to get my vitamin C from orange juice, natural orange juice, either oranges. Right, right. Thanks, Shirley. I'm trying. I went and bought some seeds yesterday to plant, start my fall garden, and I like to eat. And you can have a small garden on your patio. Yeah, you got a small garden on your patio. I have it in my backyard, so it's hard to maintain a garden when it's hot. Anyway, I was having so many of my friends I talked to. I call you a friend from afar. A couple of them told me they lost their motivation for YouTube or whatever reason. But even if I'm tired or I don't want to do YouTube or just not feeling it, yes, I try. What I try to do, guys, is when I promise to do a live stream, that helps me. Can you hear that music? Is it too loud, Charlene? Are you music? It's free music from the audio library on YouTube. Let me know if it's too loud. I'll turn it down. So you know about the audio library, right, Charlene? You can get free music from the YouTube audio library to play. My keyboard. We've had Fred, and then we got Grace, and we have to remember to pray for far other world citizens like Afghanistan guys and Haiti. Now Haiti had that earthquake. Now they got to deal with another tropical storm. There's so much going on. But we have to be happy in spite of it, be at peace in spite of it. We have to encourage and uplift and motivate. So don't get discouraged, Charlene. Things will happen for you. Just stay encouraged. Shanique can tell you it starts off slow, but you'll get there. But just have fun in the interim and get to know each other and check out each other. Because I don't mind people saying hello in my channel, in my live stream. I don't care. So I promise I will be here for an hour. So I will stay true to that. Stay true for that to that. So I had this. I read this thing. I'm gonna see if I can read this one thing, if you all don't mind. It was talking about. It was a few days ago. It was talking about. We just always think that God owes us something. He don't owe us anything. Oh, it's talking about. It's called. Wow. It's from Psalms 8, 3 through 4. It says, when I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have set in place, what is mankind that you are mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them. It was talking about when you consider the work of God's fingers. It said when you consider the work of God's fingers, the moon and the stars, which he set in place. Who was that just stopped and said good morning right quick? I was reading. What is mankind that you are mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them. Psalms 8:3. When you consider what God did, make the universe and set everything in place, who are beings he created, which is us. Even he created. I'm buffering. So I'm buffering. Red peas wrap. Ooh, I love wraps, Abby. I love good old spinach wrap. Have you tried those green spinach wraps? The wraps you can make a sandwich and put tuna in it, anything you want. A wrap as opposed to bread. I love those wraps. I think I'm gonna give me some wraps when I go to the store. Guys, I have enjoyed this. And I want you to go by, please say hello to my old friends that came in. And if you enjoyed yourself, give it a thumbs up. And I'm going to end this live stream now. And I thank you guys so much for coming. Be encouraged. And to know that you are loved and that God sees you. If no one else sees you, he sees you.